They mocked her for looking ordinary, but she owned the $2.5 billion deal they were dying to close. Here, as soon as the manager sees the girl entering the office, without even thinking, she says, "Sorry, we're not hiring any housemaids." The girl replies calmly, "I'm not a maid." The arrogant manager scoffs and says, "Yeah, whatever, just step out." She turns to her office boy and says, "Knox, get her out of here." The girl responds firmly, "I'm here to buy a property." The manager laughs mockingly and says, "This isn't some government housing scheme where people like you win free homes. But sure, let's pretend. Come, sit." Trying to hold her irritation, the manager sits across from the girl and asks, "So, what do you do?" The girl answers, "I'm a farmer. I work in agriculture." The manager bursts out laughing and says with sarcasm, "We deal in penthouses, sky villas, farmhouses, and luxury bungalows here, not village huts." The girl says confidently, "I'm here to buy a house. That's it." Just then, another man enters the office. The manager stands up instantly. Her whole tone changes and she warmly greets the man. She quickly tells the office boy, "Get a coffee for our guest, now." She completely ignores the girl sitting nearby and starts chatting with the rich-looking man politely. The office boy comes back with the coffee, and the man thanks him, then glances at the girl and asks, "She didn't want any coffee?" The manager lies smoothly, "Oh no, sir, she refused." The man says, "All right, let's get to business. Show me the properties I asked for." The manager pulls out her phone and begins showing luxurious homes. The man picks one he likes and casually turns to the girl, showing it to her. "What do you think of this one?" As soon as he shows her the phone, the manager quickly snatches the phone away from the girl's hand. The girl stays silent and just watches. The manager turns to the man and says, "Okay, sir, let's go for the site visit." The man agrees, gets up and walks toward the exit. The girl quietly begins to follow them. The manager snaps, "Where do you think you're going? Do you have $25 million lying around to buy this kind of property? Just sit here and wait till we leave." The man turns around and notices the girl isn't with them. He asks, "Hey, aren't you bringing her too?" The manager replies, confused, "Why would I bring her?" The man smiles and says, "Because she's the one buying the property." The manager stands frozen. He continues, "What did you think? That a driver earning a few $1,000s a month is here to buy this? No, ma'am. I just drove her here. She's the actual buyer. I was just parking the car when she came in." The manager's face turns pale. She rushes back to the girl and starts apologizing. "I'm so sorry, ma'am. I didn't realize. Please forgive me for the way I treated you." The girl, now visibly angry, stares at her and says, "Now you recognize me?" The manager stutters, "Yes, ma'am, now I do. You're rich. I had no idea." The girl says sharply, "Wrong again. I'm not rich. But you're a complete fool. Never judge someone by their clothes again." She turns to her driver and says, "Bring the car around. We're leaving." She walks out without even buying the property, and just like that, the arrogant manager is left standing there, her ego shattered, her pride crushed.